Hi, BookTube. So it's been pretty hot here today in Portland, and tomorrow I think it's going to be around 100. So I've been cooped up inside all day, and I thought a good way to get out some of that restless energy would be to film a book haul. I went to Eugene, Oregon last weekend, and I've only driven through it before. I've never stopped by, and so I thought, why not take the day and go visit? And it's right against the end of the Willamette Valley, and so there's tons of hills and like nature hikes and all sorts of stuff to do around the area. And of course, along with that, I went to a couple of bookstores. So yeah, I thought I would share my book haul. So the first one here is Edwin Way Teale's Autumn Across America. Edwin Way Teale is like an author I always have in the back of my mind to see if there's anything there, because I have a hard time finding him. I think a lot of his stuff is out of print. I've only read, I think he has a quartet of like seasonal books. There's like one for summer, spring, autumn, and winter. And I've read the summer one. That was the only one available on ebook that I could find. So this is his autumn. I'm pretty sure I read the summer one, not the autumn one. Either way, he's a great like nature writer. And like I said, this is the autumn edition. Is there any illustrations here? Yeah, there is. If I could. Oh, there's pictures of his trip. Him and his wife. There's something fell out of this. This is Tsunami Book. So this is the bookstore I went to in Eugene, Oregon for this one. So yeah, anyway, him and his wife did a road trip all across America, and this is like during each season. And I also had Edwin Way Teale's A Naturalist Spies an Old Farm. I have no idea what this is a book about. Like I said, anything by him, I'm always like trying to snatch up. Does this have any pictures? No, but this one says, is there anything about this? It's just like blurbs. But yeah, like I said, I don't need any like blurb to sell this to me, because I really like his writing. And then the last one is this. Oh, this was, one second, let me see. Okay. Because it has John Teale in the title. And I think this is like a book right beside, but I knew this wasn't. When I tell, like, wait a second, threw me off. This is Portrait of an Island by Mildred Teale and John Teale. And are they is he related? Perhaps, I don't think so. No. But yeah, this looked interesting too, and it was right in the same section. What island is this talking about? Let's see. They're in Falmouth, Massachusetts. So maybe around that area. Anyway, it was last week, so I can't remember. I read more of the books back then, but I can't remember last week. And this last one from this Tsunami Books is Going Over East: Reflections of a Woman Rancher by Linda M. Hasselstrom. This author I'm currently reading for June on the Range. I'm reading Woven in the Wind, I think is the title, and it's a collection of different like women like all over the West, their relationship, really it's about their friendships with other women that also live in the West. And it's like little like essays, like one page, or sometimes it's like a poetry collection, sometimes like a newspaper clipping. And so like Linda Hasselstrom has a couple of stories, essays in there, but she also put it together. And so her name was on my mind as well when I was at this bookstore. And so this one, it's about, it won the 1987 Fulcrum American Writing Award. Let's see. She structures the narrative of opening and closing of gates as she goes over east and march to the summer pasture. It's and she's working in a South Dakota ranch homestead by her. It's homesteaded by her Swedish forebears. So that's kind of cool. Learning about a new author. And then I went to another bookstore, and maybe I stashed a bookmark in here because I can't remember the name of that one. It was like something with Smith family, something like that. Anyway, so these books I found over there. This one is John C. Chirac, The Little White Schoolhouse. And this is an author I had at my radar from reading Pioneer Girl, the annotated edition of the Little House, the Little House series Laura Ingalls Wilder wrote. And so that had like a bunch of annotations, and so one of them was quoted from him. And so I saw this book, and I just find like that whole like frontier pioneer setting up a school really interesting. And sorry, it's really dark in here, so let's see if I can. Because I don't want any like lights on or anything like that right now because it's so hot. I don't want any more like light on me. But let's see. But you would never know it from this angle. I don't know why it's like really bright here. So at least you're not. I'm not like talking in the dark. Let's see. It was first published in 1968, and yeah. Anyway, so it's just about the history of schoolhouses on the frontier. So there's some pictures here of some of those examples. See, I'm just like fascinated by that subject. Then I have Bookworms, Great Writers and Readers Celebrate Reading. This is edited by Laura Furman and Eleanor Standard. I love books about books, so this one caught my eye. The back of it says, in fact, it isn't a joy. There is hardly a greater one to find a new book, a living book, and to know that it will remain with you while life lasts. That was quoted by Catherine Mansfield. And so this is authors that are included in here. Among others, this is Zora Neale Hurston, Henry James, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Franz Kafka, John Gardner, Virginia Woolf, Jane Austen, Jamaica Kincaid, Eudora Welty, Richard Wright, Ian Forster, and Anthony Trollope. So yeah, books about book. I always, if I see something that's interesting, I always pick it up. I have I'm growing collection over here of books about books. Then I have Nick Jan's Last Light Breaking. This is Living Among Alaska's Inupiat Eskimos. And Nick Jan's, I've read, I think, 2 or 3 of his books. He's moved around a little bit in Alaska because he was living out the middle of near the middle of Alaska, like Fairbanks-ish area, and Juneau. And he wrote a book. The last book I read from him was it A Wolf Named Romeo? I think was the name of it. So yeah, anyway, I like his Alaska writing, and so yeah, this one is about his time with the Inupiat. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but yeah, I just saw that and I was like, okay, I haven't heard about this one from him, so I might as well pick it. Is there any? I was seeing if there's any pictures I could show you in here, but I don't think so. But here's a map of the Brooks Range area, so that's probably what they're gonna be covering here. So there's that one. And then the last one I have is Wondrous Times on the Frontier by D. Brown. And here's the author on the back. And so, yeah, I think reading all these June on the Range books, along with sneaking in some nonfiction, has the frontier pioneer, living at the West, on my mind for sure when I'm doing book shopping. Let's see, it's his first work of nonfiction in 12 years. Let's see, is there anything about here? Paints memorial portraits of personalities who defined the Western frontier. I mean, it lists a couple of different names there that he focuses on. So yeah, there's that one. So anyway, that's my little book haul from Eugene. I'm going to end this now before I get any hotter. I really wish I had an air conditioning. My apartment bans the kind that goes in the window because we don't have central air conditioning here, and so I can only get by with fans. And so I'm like, oh. Oh man, yeah. I know I can buy the kind that's sits inside the apartment with hoses that go in, but they're really expensive, and I'm just I'm trying to make do on the a couple of days where hopefully just a couple of days here and there where it's gonna be unbearably hot. But anyway, I'm going to close this out and maybe see about taking Fable for a walk. We'll see. We're doing very short walks throughout the day, 5 minutes, because she gets really hot. It's it's funny, my last dog, Tucker, he had very thick, foofy fur. So a long-haired dog, and he could just go, and I would have to make him stop to take breaks. Whereas Fable, she lets you know, she just finds a little bit of shade, and drops, and just sits there for 5 minutes. And so, yeah, we can't do much. And so trying to bookend our day, very early in the morning, 6, 7 in the morning, and then when the sun's going down right now. So anyway, I don't know. I'm just rambling over here. But yeah, let me know if you've heard any of these books, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, BookTube.